Hi there and welcome to another workout where time is of the essence. So I'm not going to waste any of yours. We're going to get our machines set up, get into a 4-minute warm-up, then we'll do our main workout. Now getting those machines set up means going to resistance and setting that to where you want it to be. And what you're looking for is to get a nice feel from the stroke, but not have to heave against it to get it moving. On the Avaron, I've got my resistance set to 10 today. If I was on the Concept 2 using the Avaron app, I would set my drag factor to 130 to 140. Next up, go to your foot stretchers and set them to a height where you're able to come into the front of the machine with your shins in a vertical position comfortably. If you're set too high in the foot plates, then it can get a bit tricky to get there. If you're set too low, it can be a bit easy to get there. You can go past that vertical position and your backside will escape underneath you. A good ballpark here is that the strap should cover the balls of your feet, so set it there first and adjust as necessary. So let's get into that 4-minute warm-up. What we're going to do is start off at a really low stroke rate, run about 20 strokes a minute at low intensity, build up the intensity, and then do a little bit of drills, then we'll be ready for the main workout. All right, so let's get ready to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So just put in enough intensity that you know you're capable of right now as a warm-up. I know it's a bit woolly, but like if I've had a very active day, I could probably start this warm-up a little harder than I am right now, but I've been sitting on my desk all day, so I'm just going to take it easy, let my back get used to this swinging forwards and backwards. So tilt into the front of the machine, push with your legs, and then when your legs are about halfway done, that is when you swing your back into that backwards tilt. 1 o'clock into the front, 11 o'clock to the back, pushing with the legs first, and then pulling in with the arms. And now you can increase that intensity. We're a minute in, you should be able to push a little bit harder with the legs. And you're looking for an intensity where your heart rate starts to climb, your breathing rate starts to climb, starts to feel like exercise, but it's not hard, okay? Now today's workout, we are gonna alternate this kind of intensity, 20 strokes a minute, with a very high intensity, 30 strokes a minute. We're gonna do 1 minute of each, 3 times, rest for a minute, do it again, rest for a minute, do it again. And that will be our 20 minutes of the main work complete, okay? Really simple, but fantastically effective workout today. 1 more stroke here, and if you want to join me for some drills, take 1 foot out, put it on the ground, and just continue rowing with 1 foot strapped into the machine. This really helps with the opening of your hips as you come forwards and backwards, that compression, getting your shin to vertical. Let's take 2 more of these, 1 more. Swap feet, continue with the other one, and then make sure you're still pushing with that leg that's strapped in, because it's a good way to really activate your quad as you come in and push. You might be rowing a bit slower than when you had both legs strapped in, but you want to make sure to still be pushing here and only pulling at the back. Let's take 1 more here. Put both feet back in, strap them up again, legs straight, and we're going to row with our back and arms. So that means swing over your back, pull in your arms, out with your arms, rock forwards again. And this sequence is vital in your main rowing stroke. That your back swings, then your arms pull in. Then arms away and rock forwards. Try and get it in that order, please. 1 more here. Then we're going to roll into the front, arms straight, forwards tilt, and push with your legs. Hang on, I'm hanging off the seat here. I was perching right off the edge. Oh, I've thrown myself. Yeah, so This is how you start your stroke. Arms straight, forwards tilt, push with the legs. Keep those arms straight, because then you're going to add in the backswing and pull to the finish. Let's take one more here because I almost fell off the seat. Okay, not my most professional moment. So have a quick drink, have a bit of a wiggle of your backside to make sure you're comfortable, and we'll get started with today's main workout. Okay then, so as a quick reminder, we're going to do 1 minute at 20 strokes a minute at a low intensity, similar to how you were just rowing in that warm-up, followed by 1 minute at 30 strokes a minute at a much higher intensity. We're going to do that 3 times, have 1 minute rest, do it 3 times, 1 minute rest, do it 3 times, and then we're all done. Well, a 2-minute cool down at the end as well. But that's it for our workout, okay? So if you've had your drink and you're comfortable in your seats, we're going to get started at that low intensity, 20 strokes a minute. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So if you're not used to rowing at certain stroke rates, just follow me. As always, drive when I drive, recover when I recover. And at 20 strokes a minute, that means 1 second drive, 2 seconds recovery. So it's not a long, slow drive followed by a really quick recovery. It's a nice, powerful drive, and then a nice relaxed recovery. And then what you'll probably find is in 25 seconds time, when we go up to 30 strokes a minute, you're going to be more like 1 second drive, 1 second recovery. But just find your rhythm and find your pace. Look at your pace right now, and we're going to see how much we jump by in 2 strokes time. 1 more, you ready? Let's take it up to 30 strokes a minute for 1 minute. You don't need to overpower this. Just see what happens pace-wise just by continuing to take full strokes at 30 strokes a minute. I've gone from 156 to 145 just by increasing stroke rate. And it's your handle that helps here. Get the handle away quickly but smoothly to have a fast recovery. 1 more stroke here, and then back down to 20 strokes a minute. Whew. Sorry, my watch was reminding me I hadn't started the workout yet. It's all about data. If it doesn't end up on my Garmin app, did I even do it? Ooh. So, this is really all we're doing. So up to 30 strokes a minute in 25 seconds time, and then back down to 20 to recover. I really want you to try and hold a consistent pace on these recovery minutes. Don't go too slow. 2 more strokes. 1 more, and then let's take it up to 30 strokes a minute. These 1 minute sections are where you're really putting in the effort and making this a hard workout, but you don't want to go too slow in the 20s, because after all, we only have 20 minutes in this workout, and 2 of those minutes are rest. So you need to make sure this is still an effective workout in the short amount of time that we have together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, back to 20 strokes a minute. So like I said, the first time round I was rowing 156 pace, so that is what I'm aiming for here. It may well be that you find that you probably, or maybe have, there's a lot of caveats, you may have the ability to go a little bit faster here if you want to in these 20s. By all means do. These workouts, like I keep saying, you get out of them what you put in. 3, 2, 1. Here we go then, up to 30s. And after this 1 minute, we'll get a 1 minute rest. And so you want to make sure to earn that rest. And that means keeping the intensity high. The rests are there to help you recover, so you need something to recover from. Ten more strokes. Remember, you don't need to overpower this, just push the power in, recover nice and fast. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So 1 minute recovery. My heart rate got up to 140 there. Be interesting if I can remember to tell you what it is after the second set. Have a quick drink if you need to. Make sure to wiggle your backside. Get comfy. After all, quite most cases, let's say, of a sore backside is from just the sit bones squashing the same area of your glutes. So if you just wiggle a little bit, move that pressure onto a different part of your glutes, can help that pressure. Right, 10 seconds to go, and we will start our next set at 20 strokes a minute. One more easy tickle from me. You ready? Let's go. So, 20 strokes a minute, and what's sometimes interesting is to close your eyes here and just row at 20 strokes a minute, and then look at the pace that you're at. Because sometimes you actually throttle yourself in terms of rowing power, trying to hold the pace that you set, whereas maybe your body naturally wants to row at like 154, not 156. It's a great way to investigate how your body can change as you're rowing and getting through these workouts. Okay, 3 strokes time. We're gonna go back up to 30. 2, 1 more. You ready? Let's get going. Whew. Straight back into them already. The great thing about this workout is it should fly by. Just by constantly changing 1 minute, 1 minute, and one of them being one that you're not going to look forward to, and the other one being one you are, you hit that temporal shift where these intense ones come around quick and fast because you're not looking forward to them, and the slow ones are over really quick because you are looking forward to them. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. back to 20 strokes a minute. Make sure, continue to push with your legs here. Push into the machine. Straight arms. And then swing your back to add in power. Pull your arms to top up that power into the finish. But your stroke should not be about pulling the handle. It should be about pushing the legs with a connected core. All right, 3, 2, 1. You ready to go back up? 30 strokes a minute. So the second one of these. Remember, you want to push to have a powerful drive here, and then get the handle away smoothly but quickly, and that is what helps with your fast recovery. When you get handle away, rock forwards, and then bend knees, you can do a nice, fast recovery. Five strokes to go. Two more. There we go. Back to 20. Remember, we've got one of these, one more, 30, and then we get a rest. So don't take your rest during this one. Keep that intensity where it has been the whole workout. Like I keep saying, I'll say it again and again, you get out of rowing what you put into it, especially on machines like the Aviron and Concept 2. Okay, 3, 2, 1. You ready? Let's hit it. 30 strokes a minute. If you can hook your fingers over the handle here and hang off it as you push your legs into the machine, then that puts loads of force into the machine, makes the flywheel spin faster. It then fights against more air. And that is what gives you a great workout and a fantastic speed reading on your machine. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a rest. 1 minute. Now I do active recovery here. Just rocking my back forwards and backwards, pulling at the back of the stroke, just so that my body keeps on moving, heart rate doesn't go too low, although I'm not putting in any exertion here, I'm like 3 minutes pace, but also it keeps my timer from stopping. So that's the real reason I'm doing it this way. It means I can just set the monitor just to metrics, so I don't have to worry about programming anything in. Okay, 10 seconds to go. We're gonna go back to 20 strokes a minute at that low intensity. One more stroke from me. You ready then? Let's get going. 20 strokes a minute. Now, my heart rate at the end of the last chunk was 147, so that was 10 higher, I think, than when I finished the first set, definitely higher. And so that at least shows that I am working hard enough to work my body. What you don't want is for it to get less and your heart rate to be lower as you go through this workout. If that's the case, stop this, start from the beginning again. Obviously it recovered over that 1 minute though. Okay, 2 more strokes. 1 more, and we're back up to 30 strokes a minute. Now here, in this last set of 3, it's your choice whether you want to maintain the pace you've been rowing at or go faster. So I'm still 1:45 pace here, but possibly for the last 1 minute, I will really power into the stroke to squeeze the last of my energy into the machine. 10 seconds. 3 more strokes, then back to 20s. 1 more. Keep that recovery pace up. So again, I'm looking for 156 here. And this way I know my half hour today will be an effective one because muscles are working, heart rate is up. It's already up at 146 after just that first sprint. Whew. Here's a good idea, if you can use one, to connect to heart rate monitor, because that really does show you your exertion. 3 strokes to go, then back up to 30. After this one, you ready? Let's go. Keep taking full strokes. At 30 strokes a minute, you shouldn't need to shorten your stroke. You should be able to get a full slide into the front, even when fatigue sets in. And like I say, it's all controlled by your handle away. Once you get the handle and your body rocking forwards with a good posture, sitting up on your sit bones, it's really easy to slide into the front just by bending your knees. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Back to our final 20 strokes per minute. Whew. And we're almost done. 152 heart rate. Short workouts can be just as effective as long ones. But for the final time today, I'll say, you get out what you put in. Just limping up and down the machine for 20 minutes is not going to make you fitter or stronger. Okay, 3 more strokes, and I'm going to push this last one. 1 more. You ready? Here we go. 30 strokes a minute. So by pushing harder with the legs here and hanging off the handle, I'm able to put more force into the machine. The flywheel spins even faster and I power against that heavier flywheel, but my drive speed is still only 1 second, and I'm at 1:39 pace. Oh, 3 more. 2, 1, and we're all done. Heart rate, I'll give it a second to drift up. If there's any more, no. 159, I finished that. So, have a quick drink. Make sure you're comfortable. And we'll get into a 2-minute cool down in 3, 2, 1, go. So just aim for round about that 20 strokes a minute pace. You can even drop a few seconds. I was doing them at 1:56 if you remember, whereas now I'm doing this at exactly 2 minutes pace. And I'll roll like this for around about a minute, and then I'll gradually ease off the pace. But importantly, I make sure to continue the right body angles and sequencing. So legs, body, arms, arms, body, legs. Okay, I'm gonna start easing off now. So thanks for joining me for another of these kind of compact rows. Perfect when you've only got half an hour in your day and to squeeze in when you're just looking for a change. Maybe it's been a long time since you've been rowing. Maybe you've been away for a while through injury or family or work, or you just fell out of the habit. Then hopefully these short pockets of time will get you back on track again, and you'll see your change in fitness, your change in strength, and also you'll reconnect with the rowing machine again, I hope. One more stroke for me. There we go. All done for me. That was a fantastic workout. I'm looking forward to doing that one again sometime. Thank you so much for joining me for this one. Make sure and stretch your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, your shoulders. What else you want to stretch? Maybe hip flexors, it's up to you. Have a drink, have something to eat, make sure and have a shower and stuff, and then you can go about the rest of your day. Thanks again for joining me for this workout. Please check out the other ones I've got up here. There's lots for you to choose from, and I hope you'll enjoy every single one of them as much as you did this one. Until the next one then, row well, be well, bye-bye.